I'm gonna tell you a story, but the first thing I have to understand is time does not work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the cult. Oh my, it seems Little Dim's is still trying to make it that kind of cult. No matter how much we tell it, that won't happen. Oh well, moving on. This isn't a booty tickled in the true episode. Might turn into one if Dims continues being as persistent as he's been. So, I've talked a lot about in previous episodes, like evolving myself to be like a Jiva Yatrabata, like a human android, and stuff like that. And about how I did all these like mantra on my bones, to like hallow them and all that sort of stuff, just because like I had a mantra to do it, and I figured it was like, something to do with an afternoon. But what this is about has to do with a core concept from the game Champions of internalizing. Like, actually, I don't know how much it's from like Champions itself, um, but definitely it's from it. It came up a lot during a particular like the superhero game that I played in. That basically gave me enough information about how magic worked in the DC universe to like write that Hector Fate script that I like. I'm still hoping someday, Warner Brothers will just be like, "Oh, you exist. You're that dude who registered your script for with Writers Guild East." So like, we can't really do anything until we actually like, we can't do a Doctor Fate movie until like we either wait for that to expire, which you keep renewing, or you know talk to you. But anyway, that core concept was taking something for, and this was very particular for like a character like mine, who was an avatar of Zviadeza, or a Zviadeza. So basically, like he's basically an incarnation of a Lord of Order, um, which means like the Lord of Order is in his home realm, which is like the spirit plane, but he's also like in, at least in my case, it was the spirit plane, and in but also like resident in a stick that I would carry around that like was part of my hero like ID. And so it was my voodoo stick. And so pretty sure it wasn't an option for the voodoo stick, but some people who had like oh, here's a good example. Like I started out the game with boots of speed, and eventually I internalized it to the point where like the boots, were cosmetic, and my speed was just like naturally that high anyway. Um, that I think the first because I ended up internalizing regeneration from a ring of regeneration. My mind linked from a circlet I had of circle of friendship and a um and whatever I started out talking about with um oh yeah, and the boost speed. So those are examples of like things that powers that I had from a focus, like something that was external, that eventually I internalized. So basically, what the general gist of this is I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. I've been doing a bunch of internalizing of mantra lately, um, which is basically like Sam Jalila Avatar Visaya, Treveni Mamsasara Carmen Sara Deasara. So like living song of four parts, incarnation, matter, thrice braided, flesh essence, uh, skin essence, and body essence. And then, whatever I'm absorbing or whatever I'm internalizing. And then there's a whole process of like that's dependent upon, whatever it is I'm internalizing at the time. And it basically finishes off with a Abingdon emoji, or take the shape of, assume the shape of, followed by a Pabadi or an absorb, which is basically like my avatar or my incarnation, basically absorbing the spell and the effect into being a part of it, as opposed to just like, an ongoing effect. I think I might do that with my doula, like with my dances that I did earlier. All right. Anyway, this is Oracle. I'm gonna sing myself out. Dream safely out there, dance safely as well. And for now, don't say peace out, 'cause all is true well.